Yep, black holes can die, but while they exist, physics stops making sense. And today I'm counting down 11 facts about these cosmic monsters that will absolutely break your brain.
Fact number 1. You feel nothing. Pop culture lied to you. There's no dramatic moment, no glowing portal, no warning sirens from the universe saying, "Turn back now." If the black hole is big enough, like really big, supermassive black hole big, the gravitational gradient at the event horizon is actually pretty gentle. You'd cross the point of no return, the literal boundary where not even light can escape, and you'd feel nothing, just floating in space. Of course, you're now doomed. There's no coming back. But in that moment, you might not even know you've crossed over. Fact number 2. Ghost black holes. Seriously, look at the dark space between the stars in the background. How many invisible monsters do you think are lurking in that exact spot? Give me your best guess. The Milky Way is swimming with black holes we can't see. Astronomers estimate around 100 million stellar mass black holes. Some models go up to 1 billion, just floating around in the darkness. They don't glow. They don't announce themselves. They only become visible when they're actively feeding, ripping apart a star, or pulling in gas that heats up to millions of degrees. Otherwise, they're completely invisible. Cosmic ninjas. You could have one a few light years away and have absolutely no idea. And speaking of invisible, what if I told you the biggest one we've found? Yeah, we need to talk about that. Fact number 3, the biggest black holes. Let me introduce you to Ton 618. This absolute unit of a black hole weighs about 66 billion times more than our sun.
But here's what's completely mind-blowing. It's so massive and feeding so actively that it shines with the brightness of 140 trillion suns. Trillion with a T.
Now, you'd think something that destroys everything would be pretty destructive, right? Well, plot twist, black holes might actually be creating new stars. Yeah, I know. Let me explain. Fact number 4, the universe's most violent midwife. This sounds completely backwards, I get it. But gravitational forces from black holes can compress gas clouds in nearby regions, triggering the collapse needed for star formation. It's like the universe's most violent midwife. Fact number 5, the heart of the galaxy. Every major galaxy has a supermassive black hole at its heart, including ours. Right at the center of the Milky Way sits Sagittarius A, pronounced A star because astronomers are quirky like that. It weighs 4.297 million solar masses. And here's the thing, the relationship between galaxy mass and central black hole mass is weirdly consistent. It's like galaxies and black holes grow up together, cosmic dance partners from the beginning. Fact number 6, the fastest spinning. When black holes rotate, and most do, they drag space-time itself around with them. It's called frame dragging, or the lens-thurring effect. Space-time becomes a whirlpool, twisting like water going down a drain. Except the water is the fabric of reality itself. The fastest ones? They're rotating so quickly that their event horizons are moving at a significant fraction of light speed. The universe doing donuts in a cosmic parking lot. And if you're curious about faster-than-light stuff, check out our previous video. Links in the description.
Bro, forgot to explain how black holes die. I didn't forget, I was building suspense.
All right, fine. Let's talk about how the universe's most indestructible objects aren't. Fact number 7. Black holes can die. Stephen Hawking discovered black holes aren't perfectly black. They leak. They emit Hawking radiation, mostly photons and particles leaking from the event horizon. Yub, black holes have real temperature, but they're not as hot as your ex. Over 10 to the power of 100 years, they completely evaporate. The smaller they get, the hotter they burn, until they finally vanish in a brief flash of radiation. The final stage happens extremely fast. Temperature skyrockets, emitting a burst of high-intensity radiation, and then the black hole disappears completely. Of course, this happens so far in the future that every star is dead. Matter has decayed, and the universe is a frozen graveyard. All right, we've covered the big stuff. Now let me hit you with some rapid-fire facts that'll completely rewire how you think about these things. Fact number 8, not made of matter. This breaks most people's brains, but it's true. A black hole is pure, curved space-time. Once matter crosses the event horizon, it's not inside in any normal sense. The information about what fell in becomes encoded in the event horizon itself. It's not substance, it's geometry. It's the shape of reality breaking. Fact number 9. The largest black hole could swallow our entire solar system. The biggest black holes out there have event horizons wider than our entire solar system. Mercury to Neptune, all of it fits inside, comfortably. If you fell toward it, you'd have plenty of time to rethink your life choices. You could binge an entire Netflix series before reaching the edge. Maybe 2. Wild, right? But the real madness isn't how big a black hole is. It's what's hiding at the very center. The singularity. Fact number 10. Reality breaks apart. At the very center of every black hole lies the singularity. Not a thing, not a place. A point where the equations just break. Imagine crushing a billion solar masses down until it's smaller than an atom, smaller than a proton, smaller than anything. Zero size. Infinite density. Physics looks at this and goes, "No way, error 404. Reality not found." At the singularity, space and time don't just curve, they snap. They stop being separate things. Cause and effect? Gone. Past and future? Meaningless. You, your atoms, your memories, your entire existence, all of it gets compressed into a mathematical point with 0 dimensions. You don't just vanish, you get completely erased. All your information, even a single atom, is deleted from the cosmic hard drive. Sweet dreams. Fact number 11. If black hole replaces sun, would we get sucked in? If the sun suddenly decided to cosplay as a black hole, but kept the exact same mass, Earth would just keep chilling in its orbit like nothing happened. I know this sounds weird, but gravity works the same whether it's coming from a star or a black hole. At our comfy 150 million kilometers distance, gravity feels exactly the same as before. 0 change. The difference is just how close you can get to the source. We'd freeze to death without sunlight, sure, but we wouldn't get sucked in. Black holes only affect things that get extremely close to them. They're not cosmic vacuum cleaners. They follow the same rules of gravity as everything else.
So there you have it. Black holes, invisible and brilliant, creative and destructive, made of nothing but warping everything.
They're the universe's ultimate paradox machines, places where reality goes to die and physics throws up its hands. They're not the cosmic monsters we imagined. They're weirder, so much weirder. Your brain hurts? Good. That means you're actually thinking about the universe the correct way. Now get out there and look at the sky. Thanks for sticking with me through this rabbit hole. Or should I say, black hole?